Welcome back, puzzle fanatics and mystery enthusiasts. Welcome back to another episode of Locked in a Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Souter from the Panic Room Gravesend, and today we've got quite a treat lined up for you all. The first treat is that I've got a brand new microphone, so you should be able to hear me nice and clearly in stereo. The rest of the treat is that we've got a fantastic breakdown of different things about escape rooms, murder mysteries and puzzles today, so I hope you enjoy this episode. Let's crack on. Before we deep dive into today's tantalizing escape room mysteries and riddles, I want to take a moment to acknowledge each and every one of you, our incredible listeners. You know, when I first started Locked in a Podcast, it was a very little passion project, a way for me to connect with our fellow enthusiasts and share our collective love for escape rooms, puzzles and everything in between. But week after week, as I see our listener numbers, the subscribers and those glowing reviews pour in, I'm, floored. It's one thing to do what you love, but it's a whole other experience to see others resonate with it, to see that community growing and thriving, and that's all because of you, the listener. To those who have been with us since day one, thank you for believing in this little venture. For those who've joined along the way, thank you for hopping on this wild ride. And if you're new around here, welcome to the family. We are thrilled to have you. Every single review, comment, every share, it honestly means the world to us. It not only helps this podcast reach more ears, but it also gives us feedback and the encouragement to constantly up our game and bring you better content each time. So here's to you, our listeners, our supporters, our escape room family. Thank you for making Locked in a Podcast what it is today. We've got a lot more in store for you, and with your continued support, I'm confident we'll keep unlocking new heights together. All right, let's get back to it. And remember, every time you listen, review or subscribe, you are really making a difference. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. All right, puzzle enthusiasts and escape room aficionados, have you ever stared at a particularly mind-boggling puzzle and thought, how on earth did someone come up with this? Well, today I'll be peeling back the curtain just a bit to reveal the secrets of captivating puzzle design. Buckle up because it's time for Puzzle Design 101. So let's get started with a fundamental question. What makes a great puzzle? Now, you might think that I guess it's about complexity, but that's just one piece of the jigsaw. A truly outstanding puzzle manages a delicate balance between challenge and solvability. It should engage the player's brain, but also lead to a eureka moment. And so when a puzzle designer sits down, they start with the player's experience in mind. Think about it like creating a story. It has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning is the introduction to the puzzle, where players identify the challenge itself. The middle is the meat of it, where players brainstorm, test out theories, and work their way through. And of course, finally, the end, the sweet end, is the solution and the satisfaction of cracking the code. But it doesn't stop there. A good puzzle has layers, like an ogre. There's the surface puzzle, the immediate challenge you see, but beneath that there's often a deeper, more nuanced layer that requires critical thinking or perhaps a different perspective, like an onion, but less tear-inducing, hopefully. And let's not forget about theme and context. A pirate-themed escape room, for example, won't throw in a random math equation as a puzzle. No, you'd perhaps have a cryptic treasure map to decipher or an old sailor's song. The theme enhances the immersion and dictates the kind of puzzles that really fit the narrative. Now, here's a little secret. Have you ever heard of the aha moment? It's that instant where the solution clicks in your mind. A brilliant puzzle designer aims for this. They want players to stew in their thoughts, maybe feel a tad frustrated, but then have that light bulb moment, otherwise known as the hero moment. That feeling of achievement is addictive, and that's what keeps us coming back for more. So the next time you're neck deep in a perplexing puzzle, appreciate the craftsmanship. Someone, somewhere, spent hours, days, maybe even weeks devising that challenge just to give you a few minutes or hours of delightful brain exercise. I'd say that's your crash course in Puzzle Design 101. So when you tackle your next escape room or puzzle game, remember the art and science behind each challenge. Appreciate the journey, the narrative, and of course, relish in those aha moments. Now, speaking of puzzle solving, whether you're a seasoned puzzle solver or about to dive into your first escape room, I've got just a special segment for you. We're unlocking the vault of secrets and laying down some hot tips and tricks to make the most of your escape room experience. Let's kick it off with the newbies in the house. For the newbies, I'd say choose your team wisely. Remember, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. You don't necessarily need the maximum number of people allowed. Find a mix of people with different strengths, the logic thinkers, the creative minds, and of course, the keen observers. Another thing would be to dress comfortably. Some escape rooms may have you crouching, crawling, or even lying down. So ditch those tight jeans and high heels. Think sneakers, comfy pants, and prepare for action. Another thing would be to communicate. If you find a clue, shout it out. Even if you think it's not essential, it might make sense to someone else in your team, or may help later. Another thing would be don't overthink. Sometimes the most straightforward answer is the right one. Don't spend 15 minutes on one puzzle. If you're stuck, move on and come back to it. Lastly, always make sure to use your clues wisely. If you have limited hints, think about when you'll use them. But don't be too stingy either. If everyone is stumped, it might be time for a little nudge in the right direction. Now for our escape room veterans, think you've seen it all? Let's up your game. For the seasoned players, you need to stay organised. As puzzles get more complex, keep all of your found items and clues in one area. This prevents wasting time searching for that one key you found 15 minutes ago. Now, another thing would be to split up, but not too much. Divide tasks among team members, but don't stray too far. You might miss an essential piece of the puzzle your teammate has unravelled. Make sure to also challenge yourself. Have you done a few rooms and think that you're a pro? Try rooms with lower success rates or higher difficulty levels, or even ones that are just known for their difficulty level in your escape room community. Another one would be try to not lead too much. If you're playing with newbies, let them have their moments too. Remember, you had your first time once and you want their time to be the best time. Also, go beyond your locale. If you're traveling, try out escape rooms in different cities or even countries. Different cultures can bring unique puzzles and themes, adding a fresh twist to your experiences. And a universal tip for everyone, remember to just have fun. It's not just about the escape, it's about the memories that you make and the challenges you overcome together. Well, there you have it, from rookies to experts, tips to sharpen your escape room prowess. We're all about ensuring you have the best time when you step in the room, the clock ticking down and the adrenaline pumping. So, equipped with these strategies, I challenge you to go forth and conquer those escape rooms. Alright, let's shift our gears a little bit and talk about something I'm sure most of us have been noticing, the murder mystery boom. Now, I've always been a fan of a good whodunit, but lately it seems the world has gone murder mystery mad, and I am absolutely here for it. So from dinner parties turned investigative scenes to those interactive murder mystery kits you can buy online, there's no denying that this genre is enjoying a surge in popularity. But why is that? What's causing this massive interest? Well, for one, there's an immersive aspect to it. Unlike passive forms of entertainment, a murder mystery requires active participation. You're not just watching or hearing a story unfold, you are actually part of it. You're sifting through clues, asking questions, making deductions. It's cerebral and also incredibly fun. And then there's also the social component. It's a shared experience. In today's digital age, we're always searching for ways to connect, to bond, and to create memories. Murder mysteries give us that platform. Think about it. Whether you're dressing up in character for a murder mystery dinner or collaborating with friends in a whodunit escape room, it's an experience that's shared, discussed, and often fondly remembered. Another factor could be the universal appeal. regardless of age or background. The idea of solving a crime is, well, thrilling. It brings out our inner detective, that innate curiosity and the drive to piece together a puzzle. Plus, who can resist the dramatic revelations, the plot twists, and the satisfaction of solving a mystery before the final curtain drops? And let's not forget the impact of pop culture. Popular shows and movies have always influenced trends. With the release of captivating series and films centered around crime and mystery, it's no wonder why there's been a ripple effect. Take, for instance, the upcoming Hercule Poirot murder mystery film Haunting in Venice. The buzz around it is palpable, and that's because there's a certain charm to these classic detective tales that transcends generations. I guess finally there's the creative aspect as well. Murder mysteries aren't just about finding out who the killer is, it's about the setting, the backstory, the motives, the red herrings. Every aspect is meticulously crafted to take participants on a roller coaster of emotions. And for those who host or design these mysteries, it's a chance to weave a tapestry of clues and narratives, to challenge and entertain in equal measure. So, really, I would say that the murder mystery boom isn't just a passing trend, it's a testament to our love for stories, challenges, and shared experiences. Whether you're an amateur sleuth or someone who loves a good story, the world of murder mysteries has something for everyone, and I, for one, am thrilled to see where this resurgence takes us next. So, speaking about murder mysteries, let's talk about the art of deduction. Let's deep dive a little bit into the topic that has fascinated many, including myself, for over a century. The art of deduction. From the foggy streets of Victorian London to the glitz of 1930s Europe, we've all been captivated by the sharp minds of detectives like Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot. But why? And how does the magic of deduction play into our beloved escape rooms? Let's unravel this clue together. So first off, when we say deduction, it's more than just arriving at a conclusion. It's a journey, a dance of the mind where one sifts through details, picks up clues, and reaches a eureka moment. Just think of Sherlock with his violin and magnifying glass, piecing together disparate clues to nab the culprit. There's a thrill to it. And then, of course, there's Poirot with his meticulous nature and the little grey cells. He doesn't just look for the obvious, he delves into the psychology, understanding human nature and pulling out the truth from the midst of deception. It's not just about who did it, but why they did it. The allure of deduction-based mysteries is, at its core, a celebration of the human intellect. It challenges our ability to see beyond the obvious, to connect the dots and to come up with a solution that might seem outlandish at first, but makes perfect sense in the end. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to feel like a genius detective, even if just for a day? Now, let's talk about escape rooms. What we're seeing in recent years is a fantastic merging of classic deduction storytelling and interactive puzzle solving. It's not enough to just find a key or solve a riddle. Now it's about unraveling a narrative, understanding motives, and piecing together a story. It's bringing the magic of Holmes and Poirot into a tactile, real-world experience. Now picture this. You enter a 1920s themed escape room, jazz music is playing, and there's a mystery afoot. As you sift through clues, you're not just unlocking boxes, you're delving into motives, alibis, and deceit. By the time you exit, you've not just escaped, you've unraveled a thrilling whodunit. And for those 60 minutes, you were the detective, the hero of your own mystery novel. It's the blending of storytelling, deduction, and interactive gameplay that makes modern escape rooms so enticing. It's a chance for all of us to don the deerstalker hat or twirl the Poirot moustache and step into the world of intrigue and suspense. So, next time you're in an escape room, channel your inner detective, see beyond the locks and keys, and embrace the narrative, because the world of deduction isn't just in the books or on the screen. It's right there, waiting for you to step in and unravel the mystery. Next up, we're trading our puzzle rooms for the gaming world. But fear not, it's still every bit as thrilling and puzzling. I'm talking about the newly released game Hercule Poirot, The London Cases, a gem for every Agatha Christie and Poirot enthusiast. Right off the bat, let's suggest the Poirot in the room. The London Cases is the much anticipated second game in the series. But for those wondering, you don't necessarily have to have played the first to dive into this one. There's a thread of continuity, sure, but each game stands strong on its own narrative feet. Delving into the premise, we are transported back in time before Poirot became the legendary detective we all admire. Imagine a younger, equally meticulous Hercule, fresh from the days of the Belgian police force, navigating his way through London's cobblestone streets and foggy alleyways. He's in the bustling city on a seemingly simple task, guarding a painting bound for a museum. But, of course, where Poirot goes, mystery follows. This particular painting pulls a Houdini, and Poirot is on the case. But here's what's fascinating. The London Cases gives us a whole new original story set within the captivating universe of Agatha Christie. It's like picking up an unreleased Poirot book. You're thrust into the familiar, yet entirely fresh narrative, and there's that undeniable thrill of uncovering a brand new mystery. Now, it's worth noting that while this game delivers an enticing story that'll keep Christie fans hooked, it does come with a set of quirks. You'll find areas where the game's polish isn't as gleaming as our detective's shoes. At times, the progression might challenge your logic. It's not a seamless ride through London, but hey, even Poirot had to face a few roadblocks before reaching his conclusions. I believe what's charming about the London Cases is that it's not just a game, it's an experience. For the duration you're playing, you're immersed in a world of vintage intrigue, deciphering motives, connecting dots, and rubbing shoulders with Poirot himself. In conclusion, while the game might have its bumps, for any Poirot enthusiast or anyone who loves a good story-driven or detective adventure, Hercule Poirot, The London Cases is a journey worth taking, so definitely give it a go. Okay, so I think it's about time that we give you some sizzling updates about what the Panic Room has been up to. I'm thrilled to give you a sneak peek into what's cooking behind the scenes, and trust me, it's bigger and better than ever. You know us for our thrilling escape rooms, but guess what? We're so much more than that now. Picture this, an entire entertainment centre chock full of diverse games, heart-pounding experiences, and delightful activities. Yes, we're expanding. And how? We believe in entertainment without boundaries, and our vision has taken flight. It's all about catering to everyone, the thinkers, the gamers, and the adventure seekers. And let me reassure you, while we're adding these incredible experiences, our heart still beats the strongest for escape rooms. To that end, our creative juices are flowing faster than ever. We're in the process of designing multiple new escape room concepts, not just for Gravesend, but for various locations. And not to spill too many beans here, but we're working on designs for other companies too. It's thrilling, it's challenging, and oh boy, are we excited for what we're brewing. We always believe in evolving, and part of that is working on some mind-bending escape rooms, concepts unlike anything you've seen before. Now, I can't avow anything just yet, but keep an ear out. By the end of this year, we'll be dropping some tantalising hints about what is next for the Panic Room. Speaking of what's next, as cold months approach and the festive spirit fills the air, we'll also be diving into the wonderful world of mobile events. Picture this, Christmas at Hampstead House. The sound of laughter, the aroma of festive feasts, and right in the middle of it, the Panic Room's unique twist. We're hosting a Christmas-themed escape room for over 100 diners and party goers. Just imagine solving puzzles with a backdrop of twinkling lights, stockings, and perhaps even a little bit of mistletoe. It promises to be an event that you won't forget. In essence, our wings are spreading and the skies are vast. We've been on an incredible journey over the last 7 years, and trust me when I say the adventure is only just beginning. So, to all of our devoted fans and to those who are yet to step into the whirlwind of excitement that is the Panic Room, get ready because what's coming next is bound to leave you breathless. Okay, so this next bit is for all you board game buffs and kind-hearted souls. I'm beyond excited to announce something super special that's happening at our Don't Panic Board Game Cafe. Are you ready to roll the dice for a cause? Because I sure am. On the 22nd of September, starting 2 p.m. sharp, we're diving headfirst into a 24-hour board game marathon. Yes, you heard that right, an entire day dedicated to dice, cards, strategy, and most importantly, a cause close to our hearts. I'll be on the front lines of this board game battleground alongside the incredible Monique as we play our hearts out for a whopping 24 hours straight. But, and here's the best part, we won't be alone. We're calling out for all of you. Whether you're a board game guru or a newbie looking to join the fun, come on down and be part of this marathon. Play a game, share a laugh, and more importantly, support a wonderful cause. All the funds we've raised during this marathon are going directly to Gravesham Sanctuary, a local charity that's doing some phenomenal work for the homeless in our community. We've set our sights on a target, £1,000. Right now we're a little over £140, and with your help, I know that we can absolutely smash that target. Every little helps, and if you're up for some game time, book a table during the marathon. The best part? It's only £1.50 per person per hour, and remember, every penny, every dice roll, every card drawn goes to helping somebody in need. So whether you're dropping by to play, donate, or simply cheer us on, your support means the world. Check out our social media channels for all the details. And there'll be links there that will guide you on how to donate or even book your spot in this game-changing marathon. So, let's come together, game together, and make a difference together. It's more than just a game, it's a step towards change. So, mark those calendars, 22nd and 23rd of September. I'll see you at the table. Well, folks, we've reached the end of another exciting episode, and what a ride it's been. From the intricacies of puzzle design to the magic of deduction and our heartfelt endeavours at the Panic Room, we've covered a lot of ground together today. Before we close, I just want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Your continued support, be it through listens, shares, reviews, or simply dropping by for a game night, it's what keeps our community growing and thriving. Every episode, every puzzle, even every marathon, it's all for you. If today's topic sparked a fire in you, or you're just as excited as I am for our upcoming events, please make sure to share this podcast with your friends, family, or fellow escape room enthusiasts. A subscribe, share, or review goes a long way in helping us reach even more amazing listeners like you. Next week we've got some incredible stories, tips, and insights lined up for you, and trust me when I say you won't want to miss it. But until then, keep those gears turning, those dice rolling, and just remember, don't panic. Thanks for locking in with us. Stay safe, stay curious, and we'll catch you next episode.